Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Age Origin. As Dorin, we're going to be playing through this one. I still don't have a great sword unfortunately, but we'll see what happens. Where we last let off, we were just kind of talking to people, getting missions done, and exploring the castle a bit. There's only a couple more things to do, and then we'll get to the main bulk of the game.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, there were giant rats in the larder.
Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk?
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dorin. I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
You're being modest. You fought well.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Perhaps we should speak alone sometime, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dorin, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Ha. I love this. I love this part. Let's first gather up books. There and there. Books. Books are always useful. Oh, also, as a note, again, comment if you want to see a lore series where I read the codexes that we get. Aside from some more basic ones that are kind of pointless, but like
as you wish.
Ones that actually hold history and lore. If you want to do see a lore series on that, let me know and I'll do one. Let's go talk to her.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent. Greetings once again, my lord.
You are very pretty, if I might say so.
My lord is very kind, thank you.
I haven't seen many elven ladies in waiting.
Lady Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I may, your mother has no ladies in waiting herself. Is that usual for a noble woman of her rank?
If she found a maid like you, I might inquire.
You are very kind, my lord. I'm nobody special. You make me blush.
How did you come to know Lady Landra?
My family has been in service to hers for many years. Lady Landra elevated my place as a reward for our loyalty. I hope this position might pass to my daughter.
You have a daughter?
Forgive me, I shouldn't have mentioned her.
It's quite all right.
Her name is Amathine. Her father died of a wasting sickness 2 years ago.
I bet she has your beautiful eyes.
She does. Many people say she looks a great deal like me. I'm the only one who sees her father in her.
You don't hope for more for your daughter?
I have risen very high for my people. I would not tempt fate by wishing more.
Very smart. I like her for that. She actually doesn't wish for more than she has, because she realizes how lucky she is. It sounds like Lady Landra has been good to you. And it's
Lady
Landra.
Landra is good to her elven servants. That is not true in many households, but I hear it is in yours. It speaks well of your father to show such compassion.
Tell me more about yourself.
I am an open book, my lord. What would you like to know?
Where were you born?
Lady Landra's manor is not half so large as your castle, so my family lives in the alienage.
You enjoy living there?
There we do not stand out quite so much. In an alienage, my daughter learns what it means to be Elven, as much as possible. So much of our history has been lost.
Is there anyone special back home?
No longer. I have little time for such things.
Surely you're joking. Someone as beautiful as you.
You flatter me, my lord. I am not so pretty that suitors are lining up, if that's what you mean.
What do you think of humans?
That is an awkward question. What do you mean?
You find humans attractive? The reverse is true enough.
Some humans, yes, without question.
I'd like to ask you about something
Of course.
else. I think we should get to know each other a bit better.
Are we doing just that? What else did you have in mind?
Something more intimate later on in my room.
I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord?
Please, call me Dorin.
Until tonight, then.
Unfortunately. Well, you'll see.
Hello again. Your castle study is wonderful. Might I ask whose collection this is?
It was my grandfather's, but I come here often to read.
So would I. Do you have a favorite book?
The Art of Passionate Love by Brother Caparia.
Oh, that was banned by the Chantry, wasn't it? Quite provocative, I understand. I've, never read it myself.
It really isn't meant for reading.
No, I'd heard that. Hence the banning.
So you're going to be riding with my father tomorrow?
Yes, though I don't know when. I will leave when your father does. I'll ride as his second. A glorified squire, more or less. I'll care for his horse and armor and such. It's quite an honor.
Will you actually fight?
I hope so. I admit to trepidation about facing Darkspawn, but I can't imagine an opponent more worthy of defeat.
You consider it an honor to do menial tasks?
Unlike you, I am no child of a great house. If I can rise within the ranks of your father's service, it is more than I could normally hope for. I'm a bit surprised that you're not riding alongside your brother. Is that disappointing?
I have important duties here at the castle.
True enough. This is no small estate like my own. If you're interested, I shall record what I can during the battle. My writing skills may be lacking, but I hope to convey a true sense of the warrior's experience. Writing such an important work is one of my ambitions.
Do you know anything about the Grey Wardens?
No more than anyone else. Is it true there is one here in the castle? Have you met him?
It's true, I've met him. I should probably go
joined the
talk to
Grey
him.
Wardens in a heartbeat. Can you imagine destroying the Darkspawn forever? Becoming a hero? But I'd never gain a Grey Warden's notice. I'll have to be happy under your father's command.
Let's talk about me. I like that topic.
I don't actually know you that well, my lord. I know of you, but that is not the same thing.
What have you heard about me exactly?
Everyone says you're more likely to succeed the Tarn than your brother is, that the Cousland line has never been stronger. I don't know about here, but outside your castle, people discuss your family a great deal. Some say your father should have been king instead of Kaelin. But it is just talk, I think, born of affection for your father.
I'd like to get to know you a little better.
I'd like that. What did you have in mind?
Perhaps we could talk after you return from the south.
I would be glad of the chance to get to know you better. Until then.
I just remembered that I forgot to talk to Duncan last episode, so we're gonna go talk to Duncan. He's a good guy. Very nice. Solid fellow.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
I was hoping to ask a quick question or two.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
How much danger are Fergus and my father in?
Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight, and not simply some large, darkspawn raid?
No archdemon has been sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your faith. I suppose we shall see for ourselves once we arrive at the king's camp.
Are there really darkspawn in the south?
Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Kaelan took us at our word and marshaled Ferelden's forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly.
How many darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde. Normally the darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface.
Did you really come all this way to see Sir Gilmore?
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king.
Do you know the king?
Not well. King Kaelan is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the Darkspawn threat.
I've heard he is a bit enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the Darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden.
Would you really recruit me into the Grey Wardens?
Of course. You're young, healthy, and very skilled. Also, I hear, the Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers.
I'll leave you alone then.
Until we speak again.
Heh, it would be really interesting though. Ah well. Off we go again. Talk to the mother, talk to the brother, and sleepy sleep time.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
You know there's a Grey Warden here.
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
The Darkspawn have returned. The Grey Wardens are needed.
There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
You know where Fergus is?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Why can't I go with Father and Fergus?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, I understand.
Trust me. You'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
You know where Fergus... Wait, no, I already asked that. I have a bad feeling about this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow.
Not what
Fergus and your father
do.
have their duty and we have ours.
Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
I was about to suggest that myself.
Delightful. Then there's no argument.
I shall go.
I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
I'm hardly a boy any longer.
Indeed. I turned around and here you are. A fine man in your own right. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
That door's locked, so we can't get through. So it's time to go and fight. Do something. I don't know. Door unlockable?
Right.
Door unlockable? Nope, none of those doors are unlockable. And here we go.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Just let me know when you two are finished.
When there's a woman in your life, you'll understand.
No fewer. Who said I don't have one now?
Bold words, little brother. I mean a real woman, not a turn in the straw.
Fergus, language!
I love
You like
these
to
people.
play in the stable too, Uncle? I like to hide in the hay.
Don't you listen to this. If I catch you with your clothes full of straw again, I'll send you to Mother Malone.
But Mama, she talks forever.
I can't help it. I actually love this family interaction. It's actually very good. I love how they threw this in there. It's very awesome. I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
You will be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Orin. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He's going to test Sir Gilmore.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
You really think the war will be over so quickly?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead. So little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Yeah, Fergus will be fine.
I keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, Mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Mother can look after herself. Always has.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Indeed I do. And that makes game. For level up anyway. Okay, let's see. The cunning, the more strain. Sunderarm. Skills.
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Uncle?
Yes, that's true, Orin.
What if the castle is attacked? Will there be dragons?
Dragons are terrible creatures, Orin. They eat people.
Yeah, I want to see one.
This is your influence, Fergus.
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Uncle? Then I can fight evil too. Take that, dire bunny. All darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
You bet, let's go!
Fergus, there are times your family causes me great pain.
Now, mind your mother, Orin.
I never get to do anything.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see a sword up close real soon, I promise.
This is going to be boring. I don't want
If you
to
should
stand
need any
castle
assistance in
all
the coming
time.
days, I would be glad to offer it.
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
Have fun of the long march in the cold. I don't mind. I have someone waiting for me.
What? You sly dog.
Fergus, really?
It's the elven lass that arrived with Lady Landra, isn't it? Don't you tell me it isn't. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
Best do as your father says, darling.
You should be on your way, pup.
See you in the morning.
Long day ahead tomorrow.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my cherished son. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Cousland name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
About this Grey Warden.
Ah, I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
No, he hasn't. I was just wondering about him is all.
If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
Is sending all of our forces south such a good idea?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
I'll do my best, father. I swear it.
I know you will. You are a Cousland, after all. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
I will go now.
I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a fine lad. That much is clear.
Wait. Yeah, a lot of the early game is just talking.
Your hound is making so much noise. He seems so angry.
Perhaps something is wrong.
I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing. I'm gonna see if someone's in the hall.
Well, that's not good.
I sense something drawing near.
Longsword. Kill the archers. Traitors.
Where is the cat? Tell us! Time for some fun! Here they are!
I didn't even have a chance to get dressed. Dog.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
Those men killed Iona.
What? The elven girl? But why? Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone.
You don't think Howe's men were delayed? On purpose?
Yup.
That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
Maybe he stayed up with Arl Howe.
We must find him.
Should check on Oriana and Dorin as well.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
Time to collect our stuff. Sweet.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here.
Great sword, yes.
Some of your father's belongings are in that.
Like it. Finally, we finally have a great sword. That is going to make this a lot better.
No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
And children to boot. I'll make them pay.
How is not even taking hostages? He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go, I don't want to see this.
And wife and child. Why would you kill a child, man? That's cruel. Oh, time to kill them all. Come here. Ow. Die. And that is what you call a royal pain. Also, I find this version of dog to be the best version of dog. Because it's
we must
not
go downstairs and find out what's happening.
Yeah.
As you wish.
Oh, dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me. If she hadn't been here.
They really are killing everybody. Oh well.
Can you hear the fighting? Howe's men must be everywhere.
What should we do?
The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Is there nothing else we can do?
I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Couslands sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Howe's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
Then let's get to the treasury.
If Howe's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
But I think that's gonna be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you want to see a codex page thing, and, you know, comment, let me know what else you'd like to see. And with that, that's going to be the end of this episode, so without further ado, have a great day.